I couldn't be heard. Wait, let me see now. I couldn't be heard. Okay. So this is supposed to be a morning show, a daytime show, but I can't make it. And I literally like the whole daytime is like full now. And this is just for the people that actually care. Shout out to Miriam Kirby. Yeah, because like I said, I'm trying to come once a week to be like consistent. You know what I'm saying? But life has gotten really, really crazy, especially here in America, and it's been really draining. It's been really draining, guys. This is why this is what this show is actually about. I need to show you guys like what is going on in like my algorithm, right? Like on my desktop. You know what I mean? Because I'm not really like into like I don't know everything that's going into the beef sector, even though that's what gets the most views on this channel. That's not like what I'm into, and I don't even know half the things that's going on. And plus, I think this kind of like senseless to like focus on. There's a lot of other things out there to talk about, but you know what I think it is. I think with us, we well, I'm going to tell you what. Okay, so this happened. Oh yeah, let me do this too. Um, I'm gonna put this in the chat in case anybody wants to come up here and join me. Oh my gosh, if you guys hear snoring, please let me know because then I have to put on my headset. Um, so, okay. We already know about a lot, too much has happened. First of all, okay, let me just do this then. I literally had to change my thumbnail because, okay, I'm like nervous. I get nervous every single time. And like it doesn't matter. I don't know how people can like keep doing this. Like I get nervous to the point that I literally have to go to the bathroom before this. And like it's kind of a good thing. Like I should probably just never mind. That's probably don't want to hear about that. I can be a little bit inappropriate too. Let's see here. So this is I changed the thumbnail. I think I even deleted it. But I'm gonna show you guys. I even deleted all that man's pictures. I was so worried. Well, this is really serious. If you guys I don't know if you guys remember, I guess I'll just share. I'll share like somebody else's video about it. Um I just did a video not that long ago and I wound up deleting it or something. I think it got like flagged for something and then I fixed it and then it was still doing like poorly. I was like, but because of what it was about, I was like, you know what, this worries me. Um, well, because you so this is just gonna bring me back to what I'm saying about us and why I think a lot of us don't talk about some of the things that are going on is because like, bro, we get picked on for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid you actually have an opinion about what is really going on out there. It seems like the only kind of commentary that feels safe is commentary that's like about us. You know what I'm saying? And that's really sad, but I feel like that's what's happening is the absolute truth. So, and this is probably why. So, okay, there's this lady. It's so much. It's too much. Speaking about Maduro. So I did that video a little while ago, and I had Putin and all this stuff. I'll just say, I'm not, I'm not going to keep on saying the names. Okay, let me add this screen because I don't want. This is what I'm saying, and I think it's a big deal. But let me just hang on. Okay, this lady. So right now she's getting arrested, and all she did was literally speak on the president of another country being kidnapped by this one, right? That's all she did. She's just saying how she feels about it. And all of a sudden,
from a police officer. You can see as she's taken away in that car, she was issuing a number of messages about wanting the U.S. to free Maduro. But again, she was taken away by police officers there, and you can see in this video, officers were closely following this procession in downtown Grand Rapids. We have reached out to GRPD for more information about the arrest, but we have not heard back so far.
It's our tax dollars that are also being used to commit these war crimes. It is also the duty of us, the people, to stand against the Trump regime, the Trump administration that are committing crimes both here in the U.S. and against people in Venezuela.
Did you see that van? Did you see? Wait. Did you see that van?
Now, in the background of this interview,
yeah, it's like right there. This is terrible. They see her talking, right? And then I guess because it's a live broadcast, so they're like, "Hey, get down that street. Stop that right now." Right? So this happens before the lady, you know, oh my gosh, I literally prayed for her family. The woman who just recently passed away from being, you know, pop out in the street by, you know, ice cold. So this happened before then. This happened right after so I made that video and had, you know, Prince P on it, Maduro, and Xi Jinping, I think. I had those three guys on there, and they didn't do too well, you know, and probably because of like what the channel normally talks about, but like also because of what's actually going on with these three people. This is a lot. And guys, I am now at this point going to have to say that this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm going to have to say that because it's getting really, really wild. And you know what? Oh my gosh, right now, I have to do this right now. Is she on here? She should be. She's in the Princess Lipet one. She's going to have to come up here. One second, I have to share this with you all every single time. Just like that. And thank you for bearing with me and everything like that. You know, because this was like, I have gotten so busy. You know, like stuff is really expensive now and all this stuff. And I have like homeschool my son, but then I had to get a job too. That's crazy. So I absolutely can't do the show during the day. And so I need to share this with you guys. Okay. Where are we? Okay. You guys have got to go to this woman's channel because absolutely what she's saying, just please go there and give it a try, right? Because I don't want to say too much that will steer you away from even giving the channel a try. This woman has been talking about all of these events that have been happening for well, she started on YouTube 6 years ago, and I know because it's so close to my son's age. And then she actually has a written blog. If you just go online, Master's Voice Prophecy blog, where it's all written down before time. So this is absolutely our prophetess of this time. And so basically, and this is why I've been saying I've been wanting to leave here for a long time, because I've been listening to that channel, but moreover, I know that for a fact she is who she says she is. I read the Bible and she is who she says she is. And so we've gotten to a point where now you absolutely, she said that we weren't going to be able to have like freedom of speech, right? And this woman is merely just saying, so what they've done is they've come up with a reason. They said that she's obstructing, like, you know, the street, but he's right there. She's nowhere near the car. It's not happening. Now this happened about a week before this whole recent thing with Miss Good, right? So basically, if you are exercising any of your previous freedoms that are in the Constitution, then it will be turned around on you as if you are not. And this is really so, I thought this was scary when this happened to this lady. And I literally already had my thumbnail up. So let me see. I can show you guys because we're like in the video now. So I think I can do that. Let me stop sharing this screen for a second. Just well, I don't know, I should be able to do everything. Yeah, let me see. Wow, I got really freaked out. Let me see if it's in the trash can. Oh my gosh, let me sit back. I don't want to be too close either. So I got so freaked out. I was like, no, because I just did that video with those 3 guys on there. And then they go over there and they kidnap the guy, right? I'm not psychic at all. I'm not psychic at all. I just know that when I heard that guy was talking about him having like oil and stuff, I'm like, why are you saying you have oil? And then this woman right here, okay, shout out to Celestial. I gotta, you guys gotta check this out. This is about more than you being aware and preparedness. It's also literally about the saving of your souls, man. If you can't see that there's not anything left out here to do and to save and to talk about, then I just don't understand it, and I never will. But I'm gonna keep on going. Yeah. So this is just gonna play out and then it's gonna stop. All right. So now I'm gonna show you guys. So this is what I had. Oh, it's so like image file. Where are you? So check this out. All right. That's what the thumbnail was going to be, right? Because literally, the thing with the lady hadn't happened yet, where she was like, from what we can see, she was killed for nothing because she was turning the wheel of her car. And I'm gonna play like some other, like I said, we're gonna have that the portion of the show where it's like so sector watch. So sector watch is basically not just like, it's not about like the beef sector, but it's like what's in my sector. And there's a very good channel, shout out to Adam Mockler, who like really breaks down like what, as if we can't see it for ourselves, but what he's actually talking about is like what we're not paying attention to is what like they're saying. Like, did you know that they're basically saying that we didn't see what we saw? We didn't see what we saw. And the man, he really like walked away in front of our faces, but the president of the country says that that guy's in the hospital. Okay. So said, this is the real life American Horror Story. It was so weird because when I actually saw that show, American Horror Story, I was like, well, I was like really intrigued. You know what I mean? Always dressed up as a witch on Halloween. You know, there's one of those things that's like really cheap for your parents to do. And then you thought it was kind of cool, bippity boppity booing and stuff, you know? So, and then, you know, at that time, my relationship wasn't where it is now, right? With who it needs to be, where it needs to be with. Mm-hmm. So I was watching that show and I was like, bro, this is crazy because this is like real. This is like all real. Like, it's just like, it feels real. It feels like it's like an explanation of like a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And I also just felt like we are living in a real horror story in America. And at that time, I didn't even know about all of the like body organ trafficking. And, you know, I didn't know about like all the things that were happening to the children. I didn't know about the underground cities where people are enslaved. And then, you know, when, oh gosh. And so it's not just a prophecy anymore about California falling off. So I'm going to show you guys what's in my algorithm. Like literally, there's like movement. There's like unprecedented movement, right? And it's like underneath and it's stretching so far and so wide, and it's so crazy the way that they're showing it along this. I don't know if that's called the fault line, but the way they're showing it, and if it were to just disconnect and drop, it's literally going to be just the way this woman said that it's going to be. Okay. And the reason for that, um, yes, Lord, I will. And the reason for that is the fact that actually, if you know what a prophet is, then you understand why she knows that. You understand who's talking to her in real time. So that thing's going to go. Sorry for that. So, in any event, so that's happening. And I know I'm kind of like, yeah, but that's just how it's hitting me, right? So, this happened first with Epstein. Okay. You got all these people not being held accountable for these horrific crimes. And I mean, there are literal children that are involved, right? So that's one of those things you got up on there on the new thumbnail. And then, and it's still being like, why is it still top secret that thing's going on? But before you can, once you see all the things that are showing that the leader of the country is involved in this, right? Once you get some sort of a whiff of that, which I think everybody already had a good whiff of, then you see, oh, and this was like a bit different too. This thumbnail I changed like 4 or 5 times. I put more other people on there. And so then before you can even, and I got the lady because it's like, we're all ready to go now. We're ready to go now. So before that can all get where it needs to get, right, in justice, then this guy gets taken. It's it's like a literal storyline, like every single day. Every single day. And at first, I stay up pretty late and I wish that I wouldn't. I'm very, very busy. I have a lot of work to do, a lot of things to plan, and things. And so I try to get, and then I try to get as much rest as I can. I don't try to really but in any event, I'm starting to think that a part of this being up now is because like you don't know, like if you close your eyes for too long, what are you going to miss? Oh my gosh, I gotta make sure I can be here. I'm starting to think that a part of you don't know what you're gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a constant, a returning storyline. The American horror story, America's horror story. And so before this can even happen, then this guy gets taken. This is very, very scary. Um, because this man was taken out of bed with his wife. It doesn't matter if he's a dictator or not. It's none of our business. And as a matter of fact, it's starting to seem like we have one of our own. Um, do you know what I'm saying? Oh, so wait. Yeah, that's a thing. I can remove this. Stop the screen. Yeah. And I'll remove that from the studio. Okay. Right. So this is the issue that I have with what just happened with this guy. Let's do this. Um, One, it's none of our business. So what we'll say is so-called Black Americans, it's none of our business. We're just going to stay out of it, this and that. Yeah, well, we're not. You can talk about it. Doesn't mean that you're in it. You know what I mean? But it's happening around you. You need to be aware. You can't just ignore these things because this is going to come down the pipeline. Like I was very, 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 very disturbed and disappointed with the people in my city who decided to freaking protest. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? They're not here. What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't bring them here. You can clearly see that they're fully willing, ready, able to just, for no reason, come up with a reason, and they have the full regime behind them. Why are you going to be standing outside doing all this kind of stuff? Like, this is not how you win that battle. And you all should know that by now because it's too much. every day it's a new storyline. So it's too much. It's too much for you. It's too much for me, but it's not too much for Jesus Christ. That is the only name that the demon will bend for, all of them. Okay? What do you think? What do you think is going on here? People have it on them. People have Christ on them the same way, Holy Ghost on them, Christ on them, whatever you want to call it. And people have Satan on them, right? Demonic entity on them, right? And that's something that can be felt. And there's less and less of people like, it gets so worrisome. It's less people out here that have love for Jesus Christ in their heart and have their anointing over their lives and on them. And so and still, even in a time like this, that's not where people, that's not where they gravitate. And that is for that one thumbnail that's on there. I put two different thumbnails under two different streams. Yeah, with all those 7 deadlies. You know what I'm saying? Because people really don't want to stop all that, you know? And so I'm just gonna move on with that, then go on with the thumbnail. That's the reason why that one thumbnail is like that with the flag. It's like brick, it's broken up. It's like America's broken. It's not just ours, or it's broken. And it is due to all those sins. And when you go to this woman's channel, you'll see that that is the reason why all this is happening. You know, whether you can say you've never done this, you've never done that, we've all committed some sort of a sin. And it seems to me that a lot of us, and I'm not going to say a lot of us, a lot of people, because I'm not going out there turning to anyone but him for my salvation, for my food, for my water, for my clean air, for my hair, for everything, for everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's working out for me. You know what I'm saying? And it's more than that. It's more than that. That's just for lack of better word. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense to put yourself out there when they're already strapped up and you're not, and they're already getting the backing of the GOV to just like eliminate people for no reason. So here's my concern. So let me just before this even happened to the woman, a lot is going on, guys. It's too much. Did you even know that they're not digging graves anymore? There are no new grave sites. There are no new grave sites. So then when you see that happen to that woman, and then they say people are being sent to Alligator Island, whatever the case may be, I don't know. So here's the thing, right? With all these things starting, you have Denmark that's against, they want Greenland, now Venezuela. Venezuela's an issue. You know, China's already had an issue. Russia is just sitting there. They're way more than tapping their foot. I actually talked about this before. I saw on Reddit a year ago where they were meshing their armies together unknowingly to a lot of the other nations. And this is all coming toward the US. So the army here is but so big. And there's no way there's going to be a situation where you're going to be able to combat Venezuela, Russia, China, Denmark. Whoa, it's a lot of people. That's a lot of people. Where are these bodies coming from? A, and why are they not making any more grave sites? B, right? Then you got fake food too. Got a lot of places for these bodies to go. This is why I said I need for this body to be out of this country. Guys, please donate to the channel. Please donate to the channel. You can buy me a coffee, or you can donate to Cash App and Cypher. All right, so this is what I want to say right now. So first I was like, oh yeah, they're gonna just send us all to Venezuela, right? Because who's gonna rebuild that country? Who's gonna do that? No. The war are gonna need these armies are gonna need people, right? And if he can just have people be killed, right? Right in front of our faces, and say, hey, that's not what you saw, then it could come a time where they could say, hey, we need you. We need you to do your country a justice, right? And then they're not going to say it nicely, right? Because that's what all these ICE gentlemen are about. What's $100 million been pushed into those guys for? Yeah, this is really, really bad. So, all right. So I just want to say, everybody, I just wanted everyone to see or hear, or maybe who even didn't hear. Because everybody over there is not happy about it, right? And you have people that I heard saying that they were willing to give their lives in blood, right? So that's foot soldiers now, right? Like this, I think because the wars has not ever come to our soil in the past, people kind of believe that just because something's not ever happened, it won't ever will. But that's kind of not how things happen. That's not how they happen. This is a serious thing that happened to this man, and other countries are feeling like, bro, you think you're gonna come and do that to us too? Guess what? So what happens when there's like a bully, right? There's like a bully, and then there's like people, there's other people around, right? Then sometimes somebody gets so scared that they just get bravado from God Himself, and they rage against that bully, and they win, because that's what happens. It's just that we were taught in this American Horror Story that every other country was a bully, but now you can see that's not so much, and they don't even care what you see. All right, so I just want to see. Let's check out what this. And did you know that this? Here's another thing that's like the whole horror story thing. It's almost like, again, a storyline every single day, because apparently this guy Maduro is in video games. The gamers knew it. The gamers knew it. They made skins. They made skins of this guy Maduro immediately after he was captured, but that's kind of too fast, right? Also, all right, just check this out.
Military operations in modern history. Step 1, reconnaissance. Last August, CIA operatives quietly arrived in Caracas. They tracked Maduro's movements, studied his routines, and monitored his inner circle, with help from an inside asset feeding intelligence directly back to the U.S. military. Elite troops even created an exact replica of Maduro's safe house to practice how they would enter the heavily guarded residence and extract the dictator. Knowing capture was coming, Maduro rotated between multiple locations, including the heavily guarded Fort Tiuna. On the night of the raid,
they did it like a video game. They did it like a video game. We're going to do the simulation first. We're going to do the simulation first, and then we're going to do the real thing. This is really, really bad, because I feel like COVID, oh gosh, I feel like that thing was a simulation of something much worse. Also, I got to share a lot of stuff with you guys. There's like, so there's the U.S. Postal Service. I don't know if it's just in Minnesota, but the U.S. Postal Service have been given like these orders now, like the same kind of orders that they were given before the 19 situation. But they were given those orders like on the 5th, and then that thing happened with Miss Good on the 7th. So it couldn't necessarily have been that. Some of this stuff is just, it is a storyline indeed. But I know for a fact that real people are actually being hurt. It's gone past the blueprint phase.
stealth surveillance drone confirmed he had gone to sleep there. Step 2, the raid. At 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time on January 2nd, Donald Trump gave the final order. Within minutes, more than 150 U.S. aircraft crossed into Venezuelan airspace. Fighter jets and bombers wiped out radar systems and air defenses. Then the lights went out. Caracas was plunged into darkness. As explosions rocked the capital, helicopters flew low.
That's another thing. They were able to turn off the lights of, I think it was like, I don't know if it was like 1.2 million people or something like that, or 200,000. it doesn't really matter. It was a lot of lights. It was a lot of lights, right? So this can happen again. This can happen again. This is like one practice simulation after another, only it's never really practice. It's always real. It's just getting worse and worse. So now, so the Postal Service have this thing ready to go out for people. They have told their workers it's something about a curfew that's going to be coming up. And then you have this thing where they're showing you that the government is able to turn off a massive amount of lights all at once for however long they want to. So then the simulation, lights, can't go outside, disclosure. That's a movie that's coming out too. It's gonna be like so this is when they're gonna stage the attack. So this is when they're so this is what's about to happen. So they're about to stage the alien attack. Or the alien coming or whatever, because that just makes sense. It's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense as the next part of the script.
Through the mountains just toward the city. Just after 1 a.m., U.S. Special Forces hit Fort Tuna. Gunfire erupted as Delta Force pushed through the compound with overwhelming force. Maduro tried to flee, reaching for a panic room, but he was caught before the door could close. Step 3. Escape to New York. By 3:30 a.m., helicopters were back over water.
This is so perfect. I'm glad I'm pausing it right here. Look at this man. This is like an old man. Do you see how they made him look bigger and more tan and like vicious?
Maduro and his wife were restrained on board. Hours later, Trump released the image. Maduro blindfolded, handcuffed on a U.S. naval ship. From Venezuela to Guantanamo Bay and then to New York. The man once accused of ruling.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Clothing change. This guy's wearing the nicest clothes, by the way. I think that was like a Nike sweatsuit before, and he's got his water bottle. He's in different clothing. Look at these shoes. This is so this is the other angle that I was thinking that this was about, because then he goes like, he's got another one where he's like this, right on target, guys. We're all good with this. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. I just thought about it, and then I'm going to show you guys something. Here we go. Ma'am, you are the truth. Wait. She said it, and I just thought of it. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. Bro, she literally said that they would trick them. This is like she's made like hundreds of videos, right? I know all of the truth, all of what's going to happen, but you don't know like how it's going to go about. How are they going to take away our rights to speak? How are they going to get these troops on the ground that are going to, just kill people? And so now it's putting together all the pieces of the puzzle. So literally, in which one of the prophets? Why? Oh, because I have to do that. You're right. And so and I actually did pray before I started the live stream, but I need to do my whole thing. So one of the things that she said was that America would be tricked, that they would be tricked into. You have to look at her channel. That they would be tricked into thinking. So it's like it was like some sort of a trap that would be laid for them. And this guy's going like this, right? So is that to the other nations who have now, because I feel like, right, Prince P, because I won't say his name. I feel like Prince P does this. Get them now. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just like waiting on like whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's been feeling like Dr. J, Dr. DJ, okay? Because I don't want to say anybody's names, any of these guys' names. You know what I'm saying? Seems like Dr. DJ has been like doing everything like, you know, Vladimir, Vladimir. You know what I mean? Like he wants to please this man, and it seems like he doesn't want any smoke. You know what I'm saying? With these two, like Korea and China. I'm sorry, China and Russia. He doesn't want any smoke with these people. And so, but now that this has happened, see, this is a big problem because one of the 5 oil tankers that they took from Venezuela is marked Russia. So that's a problem. It's um so she's also said that there would literally be almost every single nation that would be against the US. And I'm talking about this has happened within the last 6 months, guys. Actually, this is with all the many nations being against the US has actually happened within the last 2 weeks. Whoa, did those wheels fall off fast? I mean, for real. So I'm just gonna go back to this weird stuff about it being kind of like so storyliney because this man, I hope that they bring out the fact that this man has changed clothes like several times, being in custody in just like 1 24 hour.
The USA has kidnapped Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro and his wife Celia Flores in an early morning extraction operation in Caracas, the country's capital city. So why did Trump kidnap Maduro, and what happens next? At 2:01 a.m. on January 3, US forces cut the power to Caracas and launched a series of airstrikes as a cover for an extraction operation to detain the president and his wife. The US sent their elite counter-terrorism unit to Maduro's safe house after a CIA source within the Venezuelan government tipped them off to its location. Maduro and his wife were captured and taken to a US Navy ship, the Iwo Jima, and then onto a plane which flew them to Stewart Air National Guard Base.
How many times does he need to change his clothes? I'm not understanding what's going on with all the clothing change. I don't really understand this. Oh gosh. And it's not just clothing. It's an entire outfit. This one has flip-flops. So at some point, he's not saying he wants to change his clothes. He's either been forced to change his clothes because they're sliding in the, oh gosh, this is horrible. Because this is the place that takes people and then they reprogram them, or they, sometimes they reprogram them and then sometimes they just put a whole other like synthetics of the person, man. That this is the place that they did it to Britney, they did it to Kanye. This is crazy. This is the place that does that. So they probably slipped him. So he's changing all these clothes because they're just going to slip in the fake Maduro, who'll probably then go back home and be like, everything's fine. I love the US. Ha ha ha. Or I don't know. Or this guy's in on it too. Then it's just one of these whole things, which is like, it's all really a setup because, and that's the other kind of thing that I have too. Like, right. Like theory. This is a theory, guys. This is all theory and for entertainment purposes only. But the only other thing is like, what if we're sold out? They completely already sold all of this, the U.S. civilians, to the countries that will then come and just decide who they want. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the breaking up of this country is so deliberate right now. Because it's just like she said it would be. It was going to be like every possible thing that you could do. Let me make sure I'm still being heard. I think so, though. Yeah. It's like every possible decision that could be made for the country. Like if like there's like, let's say it's the best decision you can make and it's the worst decision that you can make. It's like the administration keeps on making the worst decision. And isn't it so weird how we've come to a point already, just like in the movies, where a lot of people are saying the administration, right? And then there wasn't supposed to be a thing like that. It was supposed to be like the president. But from what we can see, this is so bad. So we've looked past the president like, hey, are you guys seeing? Are you guys seeing what he's doing? Is anybody seeing this? Anybody seeing him going to do something about this? Like, guys, you up there? Anybody around here? So now, because like the guy next to him and the ladies and all these people, and then Congress is like, oh, tired of this job. You know what I mean? So then now it's just kind of like the administration, because it's just being allowed by more than one person. So anyway, this guy keeps on changing dress code.
In New York State. The couple were then delivered to Metropolitan Defense Center in Brooklyn, where they spent the night. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi said Maduro and his wife were charged with conspiracy to commit narco-terrorism and import drugs and weapons. So who is Nicolas Maduro? Maduro has been the left-wing leader of Venezuela since 2013.
Since 2013, he's been doing whatever he's doing, and I don't care. You guys have got to realize that it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't matter what he's doing. He's been doing it. It's none of our business. And how come they didn't care until he made it known that he had all of this, all. So, yeah, I think that's really weird how he has all these different, outfits and things like this. I wanted to ask you guys, you know what I'm saying, to come up, hit the link, and let me know what you think. That really rhymed. Come up, hit the link, and let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Or drop it in the comments on the replay about, what do you think is actually going on? Do you think this is a part of a storyline? Do you think that, you know what I'm saying? Do you think they're going to start sending the U.S. citizens there? Do I need to put on my headphones, bro? Because I cannot with this man right now. U.S. citizens there. Do I need to I cannot. I think it's okay, but I better just keep on talking. So in any event, because the only thing I was thinking is what if that wouldn't make sense because you're just not going to have bodies doing nothing. Then I thought about all the war that's being cooked up, and I'm like, yeah, you're going to need those bodies to do something. So I'm like, all right, then that's all right. All right, so I kind of answered my own question there. I was going to ask you guys, do you think they're going to send U.S. citizens to Venezuela as punishment? And maybe that's why they're not digging any more graves and they're not having any more grave sites. But yeah. So, guys, I tried to dye my hair brown. Actually, I tried to dye it black. It was brown and black, and then it only got brown. It was brown and black. It's really effed up. And then I cannot get rid of the gray hair to save my life. It'll be back in a week. Anyways. Let me see here. So I want to transition from that. We need a break from this serious talk, but then we're gonna get right back to it. It's yeah, but no, I mean, yeah, I'm, you know what I mean. Not all one way. So guys, I wanted. Oh gosh. I feel like I gotta show you guys this. What was this one anyway? Mockler. Oh gosh, this is more about the Maduro thing. Oh gosh, I gotta sit back.
Rodriguez, who is now, according to President Trump, sworn in as the president, as the leader of Venezuela. Did she promise you that she is expelling all those American adversaries from Venezuelan territory? What exactly did she agree to do when she spoke to you?
We are going to, our objectives when it comes to how Venezuela impacts the national interest of the United States have not changed, and we want.
Shout out to Adam Mockler, and this was really, really, really disturbing to me, and it was scary. Right, it's disturbing. Because it's she asked him a clear question. She said, well, what did she say to you? What did the vice president say to you? Did she say that it's okay for you guys to do this? He doesn't even say yes or no, bro. He talks about what they're going to do. He doesn't answer the question. I cannot stand stuff like that. Stuff like that is so weird. It's 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 weird. It's so bad. And this is so bad. And this has to be brought to everybody's attention because when you have the leaders of the country that you live in not answering questions straight away, taking people from entire other countries out of their beds, and that kind of lets the people know inside of the country that it could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And literally this is why none of it was okay with what the ice cold people were never okay from the Jump Street. And then people were just hey, yeah, whatever. Listen, make no mistake. I'm not saying anybody should have protested. I'm not protesting. I'm not going to be out there. We're not doing that. That is not how you fight this war of principality. Okay? So it's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you can't just keep on not supporting media like this, media like Mockler, people who are actually trying to like let you know, like, hey, what's going on, so that you can be aware and so you prepare yourselves so that you can battle this war of principalities. You know what I'm saying? The way you were supposed to. Like, being aware is like half the battle. You know what I'm saying? In any event, so when you live in a place where on live television, the administration, like the people in charge, are being asked flat out questions that should be answered yes or no. Did that woman agree with what you are proposing, sir? It should have just been, no, she didn't. And here's why we don't care. Da 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 da. Yes, she did. And da 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 da. But he never even says yes or no. He just keeps talking about what they're going to be doing. That just kind of feels like real violation. It feels like the R word. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, you're not saying yes or no, but you're moving forward. Like, what is this? Is this one big date rape? I mean, I'm sorry. This is bad.
Those addressed. We want drug trafficking to stop. We want no more gang members to come our way. We don't want to see the Iranian and, by the way, Cuban presence in the past. We want the oil industry in that country not to go to the benefit of pirates and adversaries of the United States, but for the benefit of the people. We want to see all of that happen. We insist on seeing that happen.
Did she promise
we are
that?
going to work to continue to see that happen. Well, right now, we are going to see what happens moving forward. Let me just say that. I'm not obviously going to have these conversations in the media. These are delicate.
Wow. That is insane. What do you mean? You're not having these conversations in the media, but you are, because she's media and you're having a conversation. What you're not doing is just answering the question yes or no. You're just not saying yes or no. She just said, all she said was, did she say that? Did she promise that? Why you just say, no, she didn't, but we're going to wait and see. We're going to da-da-da. Why won't you just, this is horrific. So I thought that was pretty bad, right? But that was before the most recent incident with the lady who was blatantly turning her car away. And you guys know about that. I'm telling you, I had this show scheduled for like Tuesday or something. And all this stuff kept on happening. And I can't do the mornings anymore, so I'll be here. Gaslit live, late night. Yeah. And then Princess Life is tomorrow, late night. So hopefully I can do that too. But like, yeah, this is horrific. So when you live in a place like this where institutions are doing things like that, they're not answering your questions straight away, they're bulldozing you and coming up with stuff. This is going to happen. This is going to have a tripling effect. Somebody's going to go to work and they're going to be done real wrong. And it's going to be like, what are you going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? Because things are supposed to be able to go higher up. If our highest up is doing this, then it seems and it feels like none of us have a chance. That's just what it feels like without the armor of God. And that's the truth. So, yeah, this is bad. And so you have that, and that's just on the small scale with like a job. You have the police departments, you have people driving around in their cars, and if you know, ice cold can be out here doing things like that to people just blatantly. And then she was white. What? That's what? You know, I think none of us were expecting that. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but I knew it was coming because, all right. Shout out to Celestial. Making you guys anything. I'm not gonna make you do anything, but I keep on promoing the promo. Okay. Promoing Jesus Christ. Gotta do it. He's the one that deserves the promotion. All right. Yeah. Because literally this woman, his prophet, has brought me closer to him. I'm a married woman now. I wasn't a married woman before I came to the channel. I thought that I had forever to get it right. And I just realized that Why would you even wait? Why would you play? Why would you risk dying in that posture? So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so these things can happen on a scale that can affect you and I when the administration is capable of lying in this way and in front of our faces. Shout out to Ellen Mockler Media. I think Mockler was a part of the Midas Touch. I don't know if he still is. So I'm gonna move with that and I'm gonna go see. Okay, so I think we can go on with the next thing. Let me see. Which is a little more lighthearted. So that was Mockler. I don't even know because I have these things that I wanted to show you guys. Oh my gosh, so I gotta show you this because we're still on this subject, guys. I'm really sorry that I gotta show you guys. I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. And I hope you guys can hear that in the background. I'm so sorry if you can. And I'll try I'll let me know. Then I'll put on those things. I have a headset over here. So let me see. Share screen. No, image file. No, video file.
Where this all started. He's right on time. Time to earn the mask. We're going back to Caracas, where this all started. He's right on time.
So that's a Call of Duty Ghost game. So that's what I was saying. The gamers already knew this was going to happen. So TJ So Wavy says, someone already broke it down. If Camilla was elected, we'd be in the BO2 timeline. But with Trump, we're in the Ghost timeline. So good luck, Cali. So even the gamers know that something's going to happen to California. Because this actually says that it says that either way, something's going to happen to California in their little game. But I mean, I showed you, shout out to the Max's Voice Prophecy blog indefinitely. So, and also it wouldn't have mattered if Kamala would have won or not. This country is under a judgment for its sins, which is the reason for the one thumbnail. And I mean, it's very clear. It's actually very clear. And I'm grateful for the woman's channel for making it even clearer. Because, the Bible can be, but you just need to pray for a better lens with that. But in any event, somebody says, we're actually in the Call of Duty Ghost timeline. You guys are so crazy. Shout out to the gamers, though. I can tell you this. And I thought this was so cool. Celestial said that the gamers are going to be like one of the few groups of people that are actually going to. So, like, I don't misconstrue her words at all. So what she actually said was, like, in that time when, because there will be zombies. There will be. But you know that everything is not quite how they say it's going to be, right? How it looks in the movies. I don't know if it's going to be worse or it's going to be some kind of a thing where people are like, oh no, she said they would be fast. Anyways, she said that the gamer is the kind of person you want to be with around that time because of these games that they're playing. It is real life preparation for what's to come, and they just don't know it. But it seems like some of them do know it. See, did I do any? It says, funny thing is, Edgar Garcia says, funny thing is, Cali gets hammered in both. In BO2, Los Angeles and surrounding areas get hammered by drones when Menendez takes over the drones and tries to wipe out the female president in Cali. And in Ghost, San Diego, I didn't click more. Oh, let me see. Maybe I did. I thought that was 3, not 2. LOL, I'm so lost now. Hey, we have the same name. My name is Edgar Garcia, too. Just wanted to say that. Oh, wow, that's cool. Cool. Hey, why? My name's Edgar Garcia. We're actually in the Call of Duty Ghost timeline. Oh, I thought he was going to say we're actually in the same game. It's New Year's in the game too. Nah, they playing with us. Wow. We in Call of Duty Ghost. Everybody saying the same thing. Change the timeline from BO2 to Ghost. What Maduro saw. Y'all stupid. Fireworks. It predicted New Year's time too. So that's something else I want to talk about because it's just like a bunch of lies. So the time is not real, right? Someone brought this to my attention. I saw something and I'm just going to go ahead and put it on TikTok. I'll see what they say on TikTok with you guys. So, and it starts from October. It probably was that channel Minutes of Horror. I love that channel. Shout out to Minutes of Horror, just because that's probably where I heard it. And I actually need to share the screen at this point. Window, you. All right. So, they're lying about our time, and that's probably why people are getting things confused in some sort of Mandela effect, whatever the case may be. But the whole framework is messed up, right? This is what makes sense. October, that's what brought it to my attention, right? From the video. So oct does derive from octagon. That is 8. That is 8. That is 8. But we're being told that it's the 10th month. Hello, there's 80 personas in the live right now. Okay. 8. It's 8. Even in Spanish, it's 8. 80. So, right? Not 10. So they've done something where somebody said they've added on another month, but I don't think so. I think they've added on more than 1 month. Okay. So then there's 80. So that's 8. You have November, which number is numero, number, N-O. Usually stands for like 9. I think it's like in a scientific form or something like that. But it's like 9 is really what that is in. Even with 9, it's up. Just October, octa, 8. November, 9. December. And in Spanish, it is diez. It is diez. It is 10. December, 10. December is not the 12th month. It is the 10th month. Hey, hola, mommy. How's you doing, baby? You feeling good tonight? Sure looking good. So, December is the 10th month. Then that means, no. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't think there's a January. I don't think there's a January at all. I don't think January exists. I don't think that's the new year. So I'm just going to see what they're saying on here about it. Gregorian calendar wrong.
But why not? Because really the stars are in alignment.
The stars are in alignment, but the calendar is not. Calendar comes from the word calend, which is taxes. We know the state of our people fucked up, and when you get somebody that has been celebrated by pop culture that really comes to tell the people the truth, they laugh and kiki like this shit funny. The new year can't be in January at the deadest time of the year. The new year is right now when the sun rises. That's why the allegory of the resurrection was talking about God's son, not S-O-N, the S-U-N, resurrected. The sun is rising again. This is the new year in the spring. It's springing into a new year. There's really 10 months in a year. This is a Roman Gregorian calendar that we've been under. Your dad planted his seed in your mother. 9 to 10 months is full term. You got here. How can your birthday be every 12 months if it only took you 10 months to get here? You have a guy named Julius Caesar and Caesar Augustus. They added their own months to the calendar year. Yeah. July and August. That's why everything Sept is usually 7, but September's 9. Everything octagon, octopus is 8. Why is October the 10th month? Everything Nueve, Nuevo, Nino is 9. Why is November 11? Decimal's 10. How can December be 12? Because they added too much to the year. That's why everybody's algorithm is out of order. That's why we can't get in alignment. Well, they can't get in alignment to their assignment because they're not in alignment to nature.
Yeah, I don't know about the alignment with nature thing. But I know that I have an intuition that's not ever failed me. And I feel like that is 100% correct. And it's more than a feeling. I can actually trust what I know. And I know Spanish, and it doesn't, and Spanish derives like a Latin too. So it's just true. Everything he said is true. And I didn't even think about that. Octopus and the eight. Come on with this crap, man. Everything's always really been in front of our faces. So it's just like, it's just so many lies on top of lies on top of lies. There's like layers of it and layers of it. And because you grow up with this thing, right? It's like if somebody says this thing to you and you've made this your armor. You've made America your armor. You've made holidays your armor. You've made the flag your armor. You've made your rights your armor. You've made, these celebrities your armor. You know what I'm saying? And when these things get broken down, that's why I have that thing like broken up. So when the celebrities get torn down, right? When the stars are falling, right? And then when the Constitution gets taken, right? And then the sports, like the people are getting arrested for doing heinous things, right? When all these things are getting broken up and shattered and they've become your armor, then you have nothing. This is why you can only walk around in the armor of God, because with him you have everything. So this is so this is really sad. This is really sad. So I think, so that's the reason why people can't believe half of all of these lies, because it's just too many. And it's literally made up who they are. I didn't mean to do that. I actually want to talk about something else that's like another thing that I know. That's right, Candy. See, when you know, you know. Damn it, man. I be acting up. You know what? You need to be coming up here with me. And the link is in here. So you hit the bell when you're ready, girl. I say hit the bell. Hit the link when you're ready. Because you know what? You be, you know what I mean? I be feeding off your energy. You be feeding off each other. So yes. So you got that thing, right? So I said, okay, the numbers. All right, because we both crazy. It's like it's the inner crazy and the silly. I love it. You be bringing it out of me. So, and it's already in me, period. Like right there, scratching the surface. So it really don't take much. You really be getting me. Okay, so good. So Candace gonna break us out of all of that. So this is gonna be a good segue. Yeah, that way. Don't tell me for a good time. I'm for real. I'm be doing this I'm trying my best every Friday and Saturday. It's gonna be Friday night over here, and it's Saturday night on Princess Life Radio. Yeah, because I can't do it in the daytime. I got too much stuff to do. So I'm so glad you're here too. So check this out. Candace. I saw this, and I really was supposed to be saving this for Princess Life, but late night tomorrow. So now I'm gonna have to show
dollars of my inheritance. Now you talking about you want to take a break?
I want to ask y'all this. I was talking on mute. My bad. I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna ask y'all how y'all feel. I feel like this was a lot of money, and I feel like the woman possibly overreacted because she felt nervous about giving this much money. So let's just see what's going on real fast.
$1,000 of my inheritance. Now you talking about you want to take a break? That's using me. I gave him $50,000, y'all, for Christmas.
Yeah, you said out of your inheritance.
Out of my inheritance that my grandmother left me. Okay. But this is how he gonna do me. He's gonna do me. Look at him, y'all. Look at him, y'all. A gold digger. Look at him all souped up, dressed up and stuff. Look at how he did me. Taking advantage of me, y'all. Look at him. Look at him.
You're gonna have old player. Old player. You drawing attention to yourself.
A player.
You drawing attention to yourself.
A player. That's all. He ignorant. Look at y'all. Look, he ignorant.
We'll talk. I will be over later, and we will talk about this.
He ignorant, y'all. Look, we right here at the bank, and he gonna use me for $50,000. I was nice enough, but this is how he do me. This is how he do me. He ain't no good, y'all. Look at him. Get a good look at him, y'all. He a player. No, you ain't going nowhere.
Whatever, Tiff. Tiff,
You're not going nowhere.
Back up.
You're not going nowhere.
Back up, please.
No. He ain't going nowhere. No. You're not going nowhere. Look at him. Get a good look. No, you're not gonna do me like that.
Candy said that's painful. You see?
I gave you 50.
So let me say this. They're literally at the bank. Why are you saying that in front of the bank? Outside, girl. It's people listening. And then she do worse. She put it on the social media. So when y'all see her, y'all know she got at least 50,000 in within reach, because she can go to the bank and give 50,000 to this man. So now you making yourself more vulnerable for even more sharks, because you can tell the whole. That's why he said you're drawing attention to yourself. That I feel like she might have been jumped to conclusions because y'all just left the bank. How you know it's $50,000? That man probably got debt to pay. Look at him. If he an old player, he got debt to pay. He's been in the street a long time. Look at this man. He been in the street a long time. He say, I'm gonna hurry up and take this $50,000 because I know how you is. And before he could even get in the car, she said, he gonna take the money and run. Old player. She's a mess. She is a mess. Because I would like to know, what was the conversation before? Because you at the bank, you get the money, and now he running? No. He probably just said, look, I'm gonna meet back up with you later at the house. And she was like, oh, we were supposed to go out. Now I give you the money. I just feel like she really just jumped to conclusions. I think she jumped to conclusion because you know what's going to happen? If she gave him $50,000, he's going to call her later, and she's going to answer that phone, and he's going to come over, and that's going to be that girl. But now he has to worry about riding around with everybody knowing he got $50,000. He get robbed. People know that you got money like that. Y'all could be in Atlanta. Oh, it's not a skit. It's not a skit. I played it last week, I think, but I just played it and I ain't talk about it. You think this is skit? Look at this woman. Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. See, it be my intuition that be telling me everything, and I know when it's real and when it's fake. Because see, hold up. And then you gotta look at the evidence. And I'm not trying to be like that, but look at the woman. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to be like that, but she more than likely may feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of her spending $50,000 on herself and getting herself together, she went and did something a little bit lazy. You know what I'm saying? Lazy moves get lazy rewards. You see what I'm saying? I'm just going to buy this man. Girl, you didn't buy him right. What she should have did was, because rings don't cost that much, she should have spent $2,000, $1,000 on his ring, $1,000 on her ring, and then she should have drawn up a contract for free and then had it printed at the library for, what'd you say, if she started selling lashes next week? Right. Then she could have it printed out at the library, okay, for 10, 15, maybe 30 cents. The document that says, listen, you're going to accept this ring and take my hand in marriage, and upon that day, you will receive $48,999.75. That's what she should have did. That's how you buy the man. If you're going to buy him, girl. Buy him. Cash, signed, sealed, and deliver that man. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to do that. $1,000, your ring, my ring. You sign this paper, you're mine. Okay, and then he can go wherever you want to go. He can go wherever you want to go because he's going to bring that ass right back there. Or because the document is going to say, you come home every single night. In such case, all monies will come back to me. Okay, she could just put all that in the stipulation. He gonna sign and he need that 50,000. He's an old player, He need that money. He got street debt to pay. He got a brand new suit to buy, because that ain't look silk. That look like it's 30% cotton and 70% spandex. So that's all I'm trying to say. She supposed to bought the man if she really want to get the man. And I don't believe it's a skit. I believe she really made that serious ass mistake. Okay? So yeah. I just wanted to take a, you know what I mean? Oh, woo, child. I'll take a break from all this heavy stuff with some light stuff. But you know what I mean? Some problems we really just can't solve and fix. You know what I mean? But stuff like that, I just feel like it'd be really, really easily fixed. You got some money, you want somebody, draw up the contract and do it the right way, child. Don't let, you know what I mean? Then you ain't got to worry about all of that stuff. Don't worry about that stuff. You gotta have the thing signed, sealed, delivered. All right, so let me see what's going on now. We're going back over here. Going back over here. Because I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of being lied to. Tired of being gaslit. Tired of it. So what's up with this? Let me see what this is. I think I recorded this one with the lady. Okay, yeah, okay. We're going back to Maduro. We gotta go back to Maduro. My bad. I'm so sorry. We gotta go back to Maduro real quick, because I wanted to show y'all this. I wanted to show you that it's literally not a game. It's literally a game. And that's why I'm saying I just feel like they playing with us. This is the guy. This is the guy, Nicolas Maduro, that was kidnapped. He's on a video game. He's on a video game. All right. Okay. I just wanted to show y'all that because I just find that very, 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 very strange. And so now got it. All right, let me see. The no graves being dug. So what's let me see. And Candace ain't gonna come up, but she ain't gonna hit the link. That's a mess. Oh gosh. I don't wanna but I got it up here, so I gotta talk about it. So Lord have mercy. It just gets serious, you know what I'm saying? I just but what would I do? Well, who would I be? I have to, you know, because I want to show something else after this that's going to be very inspiring, you know, and people need that too. So, do I really want to put this on this one? Let me see.
This is how I'd learn AI in 2026 if I wanted a fresh start at 50. Watch this.
So this
that impacts our people.
So this made me sad, and I really just wanted to play this because I didn't know that I think he said George Floyd. Somebody, I think it was George Floyd. That happened in Minnesota too.
It's the only measure that protects us from the abuse of government or federal overreach or tyrannical government. Yesterday, the Minnesota.
Okay, so this guy is like the Minnesota mayor or somebody important in Minnesota. And I just think this is important.
The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, the BCA,
it really touched me
yesterday attempting to get that accountability. We have learned that the Trump administration has now denied the state that ability to participate in the investigation. And I just want to make this as clear as possible to everyone. Minnesota must be part of this investigation. These are nonpartisan career professionals that have spent years building the trust of the community. There's a BCA Force Investigations Unit that was created by the legislature, by the people of Minnesota, to provide an independent, consistent, and trusted mechanism for investigating the use of force incidents involving law enforcement officers. Minnesota has seen our share of these. And what you've seen is, and I have witnessed it during my time, that these professionals have risen to the moment. They are trusted by people. People who are not by inclination trusting of law enforcement or government have come to see the professionals at the BCA as true arbitrators that can get them justice. Unit is the result of years.
Can you hear me? Candy embedded, can you hear me? Can't unmute you guys.
I'm here.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me, boo.
Girl, because you said so.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, princess, wait, you cannot see me, right? Like, okay, I can read. No, because I'm just like at home, like I was just like listening, like I was just, enjoying the commentary, and like chit chat chatting like me, but like okay, so like the kiddo is asleep, and like they daddy just got home, so like I'm free, but I'm not like free, you know what I mean? So like I'm here.
I'm so glad you're here, and I be thinking about you too, because I know you're in California.
Girl, yes, it's okay, princess, because of where I am and because of this past year, it's been a doozy, okay? Like it's a lot. Like I'm speechless. I'm not just in California. My hometown is Altadena. Okay? That's where I am with it. Like it's heavy. It's the heaviest. I mean, what?
Yeah. And then we had the fires and everything. So thank God. I'm like, where is she? You weren't even posting. But then I saw like you were doing on the community post. I was like, there she is. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Like literally, you was on my mind in that whole time.
My grandmother's house burned down. I can't even tell you how many people. I mean, so yeah. What are you talking about? What do you do after that? It's yeah, girl. But yeah, I mean, like, and then in the world as well, like it's a lot, and so I'm trying to figure out what's going on in the world based on last year. I don't even know if it was last year or the year before when I was on YouTube, but I am reposting things on my community wall, and it's just like two things right now with this live with you are blowing my mind. The second one is right on the screen in front of you. But previously you said something that blew my mind, and it'll come back to me. So I'll just start with this one. Okay, so isn't this Kamala's like VP?
I don't know.
No, like I don't know either, because I haven't like dug into this at all. Like my husband said a couple of things in passing. I asked him like one or two questions like yesterday, and then I heard something else today. But I don't know who this man is. Part of me feels like he was running for VP during the election with Kamala. Am I wrong? Like, okay, on this StreamYard, if I exit out and Google him, because like I don't. Will it still work? Like, I don't know this stuff.
Let me see. I can do it.
The only reason why I'm asking you is because you were saying how like I'm reposting videos on my community wall. One of them is a video about the election. I was specifically talking about Candace Owens and Kamala Harris, and I had some thoughts on her vice president, but I when I rewatched the video, like that area, like really like stuck out to me. So like for him to pop back up, because I just put the video back up from members only like yesterday or the day before. And so for me to do that and have questions about him, if he is the VP, is he like, was he Kamala's VP or no?
I'm about to see.
Because I said something in my video about him being her VP, and all I could tell about him is that he wore like bear plaid, like he's a dad and wears like red bear plaid. I saw something with his family, but I mean, my little sparky theory only works, Princess, if this man right here is the VP Kamala.
Is Tim Walz Kamala VP? Oh, because like you think that's why like they've been like attacking like Minnesota? Oh yeah, it says okay. I'm gonna share this.
I can't go further with what I think until I know that, because then it would be like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
No, it is. Yeah, I'm about to share the screen. Absolutely, he is. It says so like I'll just let me share. Where can I share? Oh, I have to stop sharing this screen. All right, let me stop sharing this one, and then share this one. So, yeah, it says yes. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is Kamala Harris's chosen running mate, vice presidential candidate for the 2024 election, serving as her VP pick to balance the ticket with his Midwestern appeal, military background, and executive experience, aiming to energize voters in key swing states against Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Oh.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Well, interesting thoughts. Yeah. Okay, so now the first thing that sparked me when I was in your live was the fact that you were like, I needed to come up. Okay. So you telling me to come up, I'm like, okay, because there's thoughts. And then as we continue in the freaking live, it's as soon as I come up, it's his face, and I, dealing with my own YouTube stuff, am dealing with him in a video. Like I just said, I re-uploaded. It's been private for over a year. It's been private for only, like, girl.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, so you're on it, the pulse or whatever, and so that's exciting. So cheers to the new year, and cheers to the chat. Hi, chat. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but hi guys. Yeah, thank you for having me. Thanks for the invite. Like we just jumped in, no introductions, no nothing. But I mean, like that's us. It is what it is.
I love you, Candy. I love you. Thank you so much. She's so
Thank
awesome.
you. I feel like I should put a picture because you can't even. Oh no, you can see that. Yeah, that's it. That's
I love
me.
you, but you know,
Hi.
crazy looking stuff. Oh yeah, no, on my live you can't see your picture, but I can see your picture on the comments.
That's fine with me. I'm fine with everything. As long as you can't see me now. As long as you can't see me now. Unless you guys want to. Like, I don't know. Let me know in the chat.
So I don't think it is so as far as like your theory about this, I think we both kind of get what's going on. Is that right?
I don't know, girl. I don't. Okay, so here's where I am with it now. Like, I'm gonna have to rewatch my video because so yes. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know. IDK at the moment.
I said that. It's like a lot of us, like, why do we feel like so afraid to like say like how we feel? I mean, I get it. I know why. I know, but it's just messed up. It's just not right. We shouldn't feel that way. I have to be that way. But then when you have situations where like I show the lady on the street giving her opinion and then she gets arrested. So
yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time to be alive.
It is. But it's also a beautiful time, a glorious time to be alive because I can really see like the glory of God in a lot of things. Honestly, because it's boiling down to that, to the people who depend on him for everything. It's like a line is being drawn. And for people who have believed in every other thing, who have put their stock in every other thing. So
Yeah, girl. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, what do you say? Like, what do you say? You say it's strange because it's all like, okay, so just from my perspective, Like I feel like I stepped away from YouTube right after the election. I think the last video I posted was when the president was announced as the winner. And then I took a step back, and then everything that's happened, I'm thinking, like, what do I want to do? My angle and all of that, because it's heavy. It's heavy and it's everywhere. And, there's so many different levels of understanding and perception when it comes to like our audiences in general. And it's just like the level of responsibility is not weighed enough. That's how I feel, because I could say anything, but I truly just like, I'm not holding back anything on this situation. I don't have an opinion because I don't truly know what's going on, because it's very recent, and it's not a topic. I don't like violence. That's number one. So, I'm, of course, I don't like loss of life. I don't like violence. There's so many thoughts, but really, really and truly, it's just like, everyone has to, at the end of the day, choose to care and formulate and speculate about different things, or, you can just be, and that's where I am right now, because I don't have anything to say that's going to like make anybody's lives better about that topic. You know what I mean? But it is interesting, and I think it's important to study current events. In fact, I think it's imperative. In fact, I don't just think it, I know it. It's an urgent time, so it's important. And that's why I'm here, so that I could learn. I didn't know what you were talking about, but I know that you are current. What? Really what? What are you saying really to?
You didn't know? You didn't know? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So you don't know about this whole thing with the Minnesota and that lady getting shot in the face?
That's pretty much all I know. Yeah,
Okay,
like
so the reason why I'm watching this is because what he said was really it really touched me. So there's footage. So there's like the footage is it's right there for you to see. And I mean, like, if you don't want to watch, I get it, because like I don't want to deal with this kind of stuff. That's how I feel about some things, but I'm glad I was watching this, because so the lady was not blocking the ICE officer at all. I mean, I can just pull it up for you. I'll just do that. I hate to watch this. I really didn't like watching it, because he shot her in cold blood, point blank range. She was turning her car around, and then he decided, like, he shot her and instead of letting her leave. And then the new footage came out where he called her a F and B.
Okay, so what I'll say that I do know, I don't want to see it. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to see it. But my husband did say that she was not. I don't. Okay, so basically, my understanding of the situation is that they were there looking for someone else, and somehow she ended up in this tragic situation. But like, I don't know where my husband got this information. Like, I haven't even debriefed with him like for the day. Like, you know what I mean? And so he just like saw me, and like he knows that like I'm in the middle of doing something fabulous. So yeah. So yeah, I can't like ask him right now, but he was saying like they were looking for, I know, Somalia or Somalians are into something. They were looking for a Somalian that was like, is that it? Do you have any insight on the Somalian angle?
No, it's very clear. This is why it's best to inform yourself. You can't just like let people watch things for you, because it's not one of these situations where you need anyone to interpret anything. It's really just in front of your face. And it's like 2 seconds.
No, I'm saying like I know the man like unalived the lady, but I'm saying like the whole situation, why they were there, is they're looking for some Somali man. Like, that's what I'm trying to get clarity on.
Yeah, so it's not like, it's like, it wasn't even like like they weren't inside of a house. Like, they were like on the street. They're outside. And so she was just like moving her car, and like they were telling her to move out the way. And so she was doing that, and literally while she was turning, he shot in the front of the car, and then he shot again, as if shooting her one time wasn't enough. Then he shot her again, and then said effing bitch. Like, so this is not one of these things. This is like she was killed for nothing. This was not like she was mistaken for anything. Like, he knew who she was. She wasn't a culprit. She was not a threat. He did it from like just what you can see as a human being. Like, this looks like a bloodthirsty person. And as we can see, it's like all this tension, all this tension, all this tension. And if you actually like research who is being hired to work for ICE, it's like anybody. All right. And they're doing it, and they're doing a very peculiar thing too, where they're taking people from racist part of the country where we know, well, historically, this entire country is racist. Okay, fine. But there are still places that we know that exist here where people are still being like rolled up in rugs and they just died, or people are actually being hung still. People are like coming up missing, and they're us, right? So these things are happening. So they're having certain ICE agents from certain towns. So let's say like we're getting some white men from Alabama, from certain areas in Alabama that don't deal with certain people, and then we're putting them in Chicago, in the streets of Chicago, to be ICE agents around people who don't even speak. Like the type of Ebonics that I heard people speak in Chicago, I never heard in my life. So you understand what I'm saying? Like these groups of people, so they're purposefully doing this thing, right? So you got that, and then you've got other situations where this is not a speculation. People, so a 79-year-old man, ribs were broken. ICE had done that. They misappropriated him with someone. He's an American citizen. There's been rape that's been reported with them. So that's actually what's all really happening.
Is attacking the media,
and
law
again,
firms,
in this situation, I just played it. I didn't have the sound or anything, but that's just all it's all right in front of our face. Like he didn't have to shoot her. He just didn't have to shoot her. It's not a question to me about like she shouldn't have been there, like whatever, you know. Like I said, I'm not gonna be out there protesting. That's not how I know to fight this, you know, spiritual battle, this battle of principalities. That's not what I was trained to do. So I won't be out there. But again, what would stop? What if she was just like with her kid, like going from school? Like it just doesn't matter to me because this person didn't have a gun. She wasn't running him over. And then on top of it, I just played it for you. And I think maybe, okay, so Adam does a service where he just shows you the freeze frame right there. And I think he plays it later on the video, or you can look. Oh gosh. So are you still there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Before I kept on going and crap. So yeah. So
I'm right here, girl. I feel you. Like it's terrible. It's tragic. Like you said it. You said everything.
Yeah. He didn't have to, like, he just didn't have to use any kind of deadly force. So that's just alarming when you do that kind of thing, and then right before then there's a person that's taken out of their bed with their wife. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing this out the country, and then right after that you let people know that, hey, we're not just about this life outside of this mother. We're gonna do what we want to do when we want to feel like doing it inside. You know what I'm saying? So
I see. Okay, so you know what it is for me? It's basically like the administration currently is choosing to do things differently than what we're used to seeing. But you know what I mean? Like there's been some adjustments going on, as we can see. I mean, like that, you know, you know. Yeah. In all actuality, we're just more aware right now. There's cameras everywhere. Like what I mean, I don't want to make light of a situation. Like it's terrible. 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 It's scary. You know, all of that. And at all times, we have to be aware that not just with these type of situations, but at any time, I mean, a meteor could fall from the sky. Like, I swear, an airplane could drop on our heads. Like, you never know, like, at all, what could happen at any given time. And I feel like God is just allowing us to really take in the basic fundamentals of humanity right now as a collective. And not all of it is pretty. Things need to be worked on. There needs to be real aggressive, change in how things are handled and for what reasons. And this is how things get solved. This is how things get solved. I just heard, because, I'm in LA, that Spencer Pratt is going to be running for governor. I don't know if you heard that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so change. The only way to change is to be in a position to do that. If you want to see it, Girl, so this is what we're living through right now. Yeah, so not only Donald Trump is a reality president, but I may have a reality governor. So I'm just enjoying life right now. It's just so great.
I feel you. I've like, my family has not ever been more blessed. So that's in the prophecy too. Like, God's people will flourish even in the time of darkness. It's amazing.
Oh, does it say in the Bible a time to reap, a time to sow, a time to harvest, grow, a time to do, so you gotta know what time it is.
From the fields, Candy.
No, it's a scripture, but most songs are scriptures. You get song, psalm, song. They sound the same, spelled different, same thing. So most songs are either letters or scriptures, but you've got to decide for yourself, what time are you in? Are you in the time to sow? Are you in the time to reap or weep? Are you going to cry? You know what I mean? So I'm not sure I haven't decided what time I'm in currently, but I was in your time today, clearly. And it's definitely bigger than I could ever expected. And, God's timing is perfect. Okay, we may not be, but his timing is king. He got the top tier timing. And with that being said, I'm gonna have to like go, unless there's like anything else, like, because like my battery's at 14%.
Oh no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna end the show soon, but I do have one more thing to play, so you can just watch if you like. But thank you.
I'm gonna stay. Okay, check out that video with it's Kamala Harris and Candace Owens as superheroes. I have made the thumbnail of them as like superheroes. And so maybe we can touch base again, because I was talking, that was the last time I had thoughts, about stuff like this. And in particular politics and current affairs, government. I think I spoke about the preamble, we the people, when are we going to get to choose our elected officials? And so now it's coming back around, so I'd love to chat with you again and spend time with, your peoples and stuff. And we could continue.
Thank you. And I'm going to look for that video. You said but it's not on private anymore, right?
No, it's not in private anymore. It's public for now. Honestly. Girl, it was crazy. I was talking about RFK and his voice, because I get tired of people talking about my voice. Girl, we should watch it together. We should stream it and then talk about every single thing, and then watch it yourself. I'll private it if you want, or if you want to hold on.
Say, we could like literally react to it together if you want to.
That would be so funny. Oh my God. You know what I think about the most, Princess, before I go, because I love you so much, that Auntie Hammy, everything Auntie Hammy, that's all I have to say. I just laugh randomly. It's just, I had so much fun with you. Oh my God. Yes, Auntie Hammy. Shout out to Auntie Hammy. I did say that too. Okay, I love you. I'm going to sign off for the night. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thank you. Thanks for the invitation. I mean, honestly, the Bible says, knock and the door shall be open. Ask and you shall receive. A closed mouth doesn't get fed.
That was so cool.
This is look, there you said this in another video. You was like, I didn't think he was gonna show up, and I told you this girl told me to show up for the fight, and I pulled up because don't tell me,
Oh,
girl,
oh my God.
girl, don't tell me. Like, yeah, I mean, work up
Amazing.
power, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, yeah, I love you. So I'm gonna check out. I'm like super sweaty under my arms and stuff like that. Like it's just too much
You
fire. I
made
can't
me
take
hot
care
here too. I ain't used to
of
it.
okay. Bye, girl. Bye, girl. Bye
I'll
for
see you
now. How
later.
about that? Yes. Bye, bye.
Bye bye. Oh my gosh, I love Candace. She's the best. She's so crazy. She is crazy. She's like, we like vanilla and chocolate. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, all right, so I do look. She even made my hair puffy. And I literally started sweating. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I am. So right now, and I will be coming back, guys, because obviously we cannot get it all covered in one stream. So I'm definitely going to be coming back every Friday night. I'm going to try my hardest to do that. Let me see here. So I want to share this with you guys. This was so amazing. This is very inspiring. This is from shout out to Blackwoods. Let's see here, Blackwoods. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love. So me and Candace. So I have a channel, Princess Life of Radio, and Candace, we did a show over there. And we were doing we're gonna do like YouTuber news, talking about Armand and all these people and stuff. It was really cool and fun. And I don't know, I think we were both new to YouTube and stuff. So we used to get get rid of all the kinks and decide, which way you're gonna go and what's gonna work and stuff like that. I want to pull up Blackwoods. I want to pull up this video. This guy is really cool to keep up with. You guys should want to subscribe to his channel. So oh wait. So this is officially Sector Watch. And then we had breaking news, and I forgot to play this. Breaking news, my hair is totally boom now. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna share the screen. And then there was the Steeped Online. Yeah. I didn't have like a gossip thing today. We'll see about that next week. But this is in my Sector Watch. So I want to show you guys this. Got it. So this guy keeps up with a lot of what's happening in Jerusalem. But I want to show you guys, but it's not like that. I gotta move some of this stuff. And you guys are over there. Let me see. I have to bring up my own. Oh yeah, I could just do this. This is so cool. It's so, yeah, I couldn't even really go live like the way I wanted to before because StreamYard says that you need 2 monitors, and it's you kind of absolutely do. It feels like to do the best sharing experience and the whole hardwire thing, absolutely. So now I want to talk about this guy's channel next week too from my Sector Watch. Only because I'm just curious what happened to him. I don't know how a person does this guy over here. This is right there. I don't know how a person does so well. I hear a breakout video, but then literally went down consistently after that. It's so weird. I'm gonna talk about that. That's gonna be Sector Watch. Anyways, I think I said that. So anyways, Blackwoods. Yeah, it'll be one that I wrote. That I wrote. I saw a letter and I said that it'll be one that I watched. So I think it was this one. I think it was.
Scribe is how 4 million people turn processes into step-by-step guides. The
But it-
hardest part of
to understand that, you know, people usually go down there in order to steal some of the valuable items from any dead body.
You, just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it. And it's real. One thought leads.
Grave robbing, other than just being a crime and then you're free to go.
I'm gonna play this one while I look for the exact one because I'm not sure this is it. But it made me cry when I saw it. It was very, very.
Till this very day, when the Emperor of Rome decided to change the rules for some very weird reason. And this right here is known as the Nazarian inscription tablet. Now, this is the one and only artifact that we humans currently possess, which gives us a solid evidence of how the Emperor Caesar of Rome had set a new rule in Nazareth and Galilee, the particular time period when Jesus was crucified, where this rule states that Rome issued a death decree over an empty tomb, and history just cannot explain as to what it was. Now, this right here is basically what the inscription looks like. And this tablet right here, it basically states that the Roman law is now subjected to giving death penalties, not to grave robbers. It's not just about robbing graves anymore. This law was newly introduced just for the body, in case if anyone tries to steal the body, they will be put to death sentence. So that was what this new law is all about. Now, here's an English translation as to what it basically states. Now, a marble tablet summarizes a decree written in the AD 40s, in which the Emperor Claudius singled out Israel and prescribed the death penalty for anyone who's caught stealing a body from a tomb. Now, grave robbers did not just steal bodies, obviously, because back at those times, they would usually go grave robbing just to steal some of these ornaments, golds, and some of the expensive stuff that they might have just put inside the grave with the body. So obviously nobody is out there trying to steal the body itself. So for whatever reason, it seems like the emperor decided to put this new law where he would be giving death penalties for people who steal bodies from grave itself. They usually steal the valuables that was buried with them, but this decree provides a corroboration evidence that the message of Christ's resurrection had created significant controversy in the Roman Empire within just 15 years of the event taking place, and challenging skeptical ideas that resurrection was a result of legendary embellishment over several decades. Now, obviously, we get to understand that, you know, people usually go down there in order to steal some of the valuable items from any dead bodies, but why would an emperor like Caesar himself even be bothered about someone just stealing random bodies from grave and giving them death penalty as a punishment? Because previously for grave robbing, they only had to pay a fine and they were free to go. But whatever happened in this very small time period, it was very clear that the entire Roman Empire was like completely shaken after the rumor of Christ being resurrected was spreading super wide, and Caesar couldn't just hold it back, but he had to put this new law in where he had to give death penalties to people that would steal bodies from the grave. Now, this is where things get very interesting, because if you've read the Bible, then you would probably know in Matthew chapter 28, verse 11 to 15, it very clearly states that the Roman emperor's reaction to the rumor that Jesus has been resurrected was basically to doubt his disciples, and many people started blaming his disciples, stating that they were the ones that stole the body of Jesus Christ after he was crucified. So if Rome heard that a stolen body was causing religious riot in Christianity, then this would have been the massive cause of issuing a harsh decree to stop it from happening again, specifically in that particular.
If you feel like your brain craves pleasure just as much as it craves being a man of integrity, it's probably no
region, because this whole thing happened in Galilee, in Nazareth, and they had to give out this order in Israel because the word was spreading wide across all nations, and people were actually getting to know about Jesus being resurrected, and people are starting to change their faith. They were starting to believe in Christ and believe that he was indeed Messiah, the Son of God himself. But this obviously puts Roman Empire in a very tough situation. If at all, if Jesus turns out to be the one that was resurrected from the death, and this would basically crumble
For the next couple of weeks, she just kept saying, Yahshua, Yahshua.
I actually showed you guys the wrong video. Oh, this is the right one. This is the right one. This is amazing. So just look at this. This is great. Shout out to Blackwoods.
What are you saying?
This one right here is one of the greatest testimonies that you'll ever come across, because this guy's daughter apparently drowned and almost died. And his daughter is literally just 1-year-old baby. And apparently this kid spoke to Yeshua, and she even says it in this clip right here. And when I saw this story, I absolutely was mind blown, and I really wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys, because you should definitely take a look at this testimony of a 2-year-old child that was drowning and was saved by Yeshua, and she even says it. Look at this stuff.
Yeah.
His daughter drowned and then started saying something you wouldn't believe if they didn't have video evidence. Watch.
My daughter drowned. She was underwater, according to our Ring cameras that recorded every bit of it, for 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Damn. She's got baby lungs.
2 minutes and 38 seconds. That's long
She was
for a
2 years
2-year-old.
Dead, bro. She should have been. My wife jumped in, scooped her out, said that she was blue and her mouth was open and she was at the bottom of the pool looking up. And my wife freaked out, obviously. Jumped out of the pool to obviously try to resuscitate her, get her some help. Before she even got out of the pool, she started crying. My wife didn't resuscitate her. She just started crying. Color came back, called the ambulance. They rushed out. It was a big deal. For the next couple of weeks, she just kept saying, Yahshua, Yahshua. My wife's like, what are you saying? Yahshua.
Wow.
What's that? My friend. I saw him. You can totally hear it. I'll play it for you.
Look at that.
What are you saying?
Yeshua. Yeah. I'm asking for a sign. My daughter should have drowned, and now she's saying Yeshua. Thank you for doing that.
Damn, that's crazy. Like this little kid. Look at this stuff.
Yeshua?
That little kid who's 2 years old, she can barely even know what to speak. And she actually says that Yeshua, she actually saw Yeshua, and he was the one who saved her, and he spoke to her, and he's her friend, is what she says. And that's just incredible. And honestly, after watching this testimony, I was really mind blown, and I really thought that I should go ahead and share this with my viewers as well in one of my podcast episodes. And this just goes so far as to saying how incredible God's miracle really is. Well, we also have another testimony. It's this video right here. I think most of you guys might have already seen it. And apparently this kid's father just passed away, I think just a year.
So this is the one that made me cry. Like I started bawling at this point with this child. So right now, so actually this video, shout out to Blackwoods, is about like testimonies of people who saw Jesus Christ and or they were saved by him. So I have one to share. And I didn't see him, like his face. It wasn't a face. I can tell you exactly what I saw and what happened. But yes, it's I can also let you know. I will just talk about that after this. And then I'm gonna get out of here. So I'll drop the link if there's anybody that wants to come up, and just talk about a time where Jesus Christ saved them. Or if you're not at the point where you're able to admit that that's who did it, if you want to come up and just talk about a time in your life where you were near death and it didn't happen, yeah, because I'll say in a little while for that. But yeah, this is about to be it.
Year ago, and the kid just met a skateboard accident. Now he was admitted in hospital. He was put through anesthesia, and during this particular time of losing his consciousness, he started experiencing things and talks about how he's able to see Jesus and also how he's able to see his father. Now, obviously, I, as everyone else, was just thinking that maybe it's just the things that are already running in his mind that he's missing his father, and that's probably why the anesthesia is kind of affecting him, and maybe he's just thinking stuff on his own. But to my surprise, some of the things that he actually says about the description of what Jesus' face looks like basically sounds exactly the same as what the Bible says Jesus looks like. And take a look at this video, and then you guys will get to know what I'm talking about.
Jesus, when you coming back? We need you. I need you. I I miss you, Jesus.
So basically, we don't know what he's looking at, right?
You. Dad, you're so pretty.
So now he starts seeing his dad.
Hi, Dad. Do you see me skateboarding? Dad, you're so beautiful. I can't wait to see you. Can you give me a hug?
So basically, everyone was at this moment thinking that maybe he's just remembering his dad, and brain is, kind of just replaying all of those things that you basically think about the most when you're put through any anesthesia and stuff like that. But listen carefully right now about the things that he's going to say.
Dad, I'm sorry, Dad. I'll treat Mom better. I wish I was with you, Dad. It's so pretty up here.
I think he's talking about heaven.
Flowers and butterflies.
Butterflies and flowers.
Butterflies, a lot of butterflies in heaven.
Look at that. So he basically says, "Oh God, so pretty."
God is so pretty.
God is so pretty.
He has fire eyes.
He has fire eyes. He basically mentions this. He has fire eyes.
I know you'll save everyone. I love.
Most Christian men think ministry and business don't mix. But what if your business could be your ministry?
Jesus, I love you, God.
And now if you go right here to Revelation chapter 1, verse 14 to 15, it says that the hair on his head was white like wool, as white as the snow, and his eyes were like blazing fire. Now his feet were like bronze glowing in furnace, and his voice was like the sound of rushing waters. Now this is basically what the Revelation describes about how Jesus...
And we're all made in the image of him. And so it's so crazy because like my grandfather, may he fly in peace. He's like, when he was alive, all his hair is like so gray that it's like white. It's like it's like white. And then my mom, she has like red-brown eyes where they look red, brown, red. Like I could see fire eyes, and I could see that. So this is really special. Just like that whole moment with the little boy. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, this is another one. This is good too.
Exactly the same thing this kid says as well. That, Jesus' eyes, it's like blazing fire. He says that his eyes are like fire, Mom, and his head are many crowns. I mean, it's very close to what the image of Jesus looks like in the introduction of my podcast. I'll just play this right here so you guys can know what the kid is basically referring to. So apparently, according to the Revelation, the Bible, this is what Jesus looks like. And the kid...
He ain't no white hand, Blackwoods. But like, no, yeah, I get it.
I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe... to call as the near-death experience. He went to heaven, he went to the judgment. So he basically went and stood in the judgment hall. He also met Jesus, he met God, and he describes some of the things that he got to see. And I think if you are someone that has already
sight, and I was watching my mangled, lifeless body below, and instantly realized that although that was my
look at that plane crash, man,
body, that was not me. So I started moving toward this massive pearl-covered opening, and there's this pearl-covered book. And while I was looking at it, it opened by itself. There was my name.
I think that's the book of life.
Left, Dale Russell Black. There was a date there next to my name, and I looked at that date and I thought, that's not my birth date. Oh, that's not me. And then the information came right here again. No, Dale, it's not your earthly birth date. It's the day you were created by God. It's your conception day. That's
Wow.
the day that your life starts.
So basically, conception date is when the sperm enters the egg, and that's basically when the egg gets fertilized. That's when you are born. So that's the real birthday. That specific time and date is only known by God.
That's the day of conception. Interesting.
Wow.
That Satan loves to bury that information. There was another date next to my name. This too is wrong. The angel said, Dale, this is the day you were given new life when you invited Jesus into your heart. You are eternal.
So basically, he's talking about being reborn. That's what Jesus said, right? You need to be born twice in order to enter the kingdom of heaven. One, the birth that you basically take as a biological birth, and the second one is where you allow Jesus to be part of your life.
I turn to my left, and there I see the Son of God. I lost the strength in my legs, and I just fell at his feet. I couldn't take it. I couldn't. I did not feel worthy to stand in his presence. He leaned down and whispered, he said, Dale, do you love me? And I was
That's just crazy.
Kind of stunned by that. But I just immediately, yes, of course, absolutely, Lord Jesus, thank you. Thank you, yes, absolutely. Then before I went too far, he went and said, what will you do with the life I give you now?
So that's how he was sent back to earth. Like he was sent back to his body.
By the time those words registered into my heart, my eyes popped open.
It was back alive.
And I was hearing glorious music fading.
Wow.
Away.
That is crazy.
And I was in a hospital room.
I mean, there's just...
Do you see, like, it was moving and touching all of that, right? But take note of what hurt him so bad. It hurt him so bad to leave the presence of Christ when he knew that he was in the presence of Christ, like for sure, like the thing about faith is you have it and it's there. It's there. You have it, you don't. When you have faith and then he was able to get to that point in the dream, in that state that we are literally living every day, the rest of our lives to get to, right? Look at how hurt he was leaving the presence of God. That's what hurt him the most. Having to leave and come back here. This is why I tell you the truth. The only thing I am afraid of is not spending eternity with Jesus Christ. I rebuke spending eternity with anyone else other than the people that's going to spend eternity with him. All of us. Right? Oh my God. Sorry.
It makes me super happy, man. Listening to some of these crazy testimonies gives you a lot of faith that yes, there is life after death, and there is massive
Shout out to Blackwoods. I love Blackwoods. It's a great channel. I probably look so crazy by now. I need to nair everywhere. Yeah. This has been a great live stream. Shout out to Candy for showing up. Shout out to Auntie Hammy. I'm gonna at you. Okay. So when the show's all done. And yeah, guys, there's other things that I wanted to talk about because there's like many other lies and sins that we need to break down and all this kind of stuff. But God willing and the creek don't rise. I'll see you next week. All right, guys. Don't forget to like this video, share this video, and consider subscribing to Gaslit News for Gaslit Live. Doom, 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 doom. I gotta do the outro. I already did the outro, but it's like the same.